An American pastor recently unintentionally exposed Passion Java. The pastor I'm talking about is a pastor by the name of Chandler, who recently visited Rhema Church in October. You can see they had a post out there when he posted something on Instagram that had the internet amazed, myself included. EJ Newton had a video today. You can go and check that video out where he puts out all the details. I'll leave that video down in the description below. You're wondering, what is it that Pastor Chandler actually exposed? A year ago, Passion Java made a post. This post supposed that he had come into purchase of a building in the US. In his video promotion, particularly about this thing, it was titled, "We Have the Building." That was what he put on his title. But even if you go back to the post that he made on the 1st of August 2024, he says, finally signed a $14 million building deal, right? He said Jesus would be glorified. Jesus is not glorified by being a Charlie. Jesus is not glorified when people are not being told the truth. Now, by the way, if you think this is the only part, I kind of went back and actually checked up the history of the building, and it may shock you. Give me a second, let me get across all this information and I will show you all of it. So first off, in that post in August, he says, we are excited to announce that we have our new building. We have, English, we have, say it with me, church, we have. He says, thanks for your prayer, thanks for the prayer warriors, partners, and Kingdom Ambassador Family Passion Java Ministry for your dedication to this vision. What vision if the buildings were never there? In his video, he says they had been in discussion with the realtor company since the previous year, November, I think, because by this time it was the 1st of August, right? Now, come to actually find, I did a little bit of a look around pertaining that particular building that he was claiming that they had bought. If you look it up right now on the realtor website, it's completely off. But EJ then showed something that actually showed that that particular building was actually up for auction. Yes, that building was open for auction way after Passion Java claimed to have bought this particular thingy. It was a movie theater. I think it fits about 2,000 people or something around those particular numbers. And so he claimed they had this building. The building was up for sale, which was talking about the city council wanting to buy that property. And this was on the website. It actually lists out that the city had been trying to get a hold of this property since May, early this year. So if the city was trying to buy the property early this year, which means the property was still in listing early this year, about 5 months or so after Java had claimed he had bought it. And then they said the ordinance have implemented a purchase and sale agreement executed May 16. So by May 16, they were trying to start this process, showing that Java had never had it. If you go back, you will actually see Java and his people even went over there. They didn't just shoot videos outside. They shot videos looking like they were cleaning the place. Even Java himself, he didn't go once. He went like twice, 3 times. The first time he went was with Noel Jones, Dojiman as well. And then the second time he was there, it was when he was with the team for the cleaning. And then the third time he was there was when he had gone there for that filming of that video, claiming they had bought the property. Another article written out concerning this particular property, it's stating how big it was, from bldup.com or something like that. Now bear in mind, Java said he had bought this property in August, right? Pause. Pause. So when I saw the post from EJ, I was like, I need to look up this property to see. I know there's a lot of, you can get a lot of information, particularly about public property. You can get a bit of information online because there's commercial, there's property bloggers and whatnot. So you'll get a bit of detail, particularly with property like this. Now, this post that I'm talking about was updated the 24th, the 2nd of December 2024. And they are saying the former movie theater acquired for 4 million. Yeah, that was an interesting one. It said it was a movie theater with a parking of about 600 parking spaces, and it was last listed in 2016 for 15 million. And so this then shows you by the period when Java claimed he had bought it, only 2-3 months later, there was a report that this was not in his possession. Because if you check there, it says Green Spring acquired. Okay? I don't know if I did keep check with it, because Green Spring, they did actually have it listed for rental. I don't know if I did save that particular screenshot before I went offline, but if I do, I'll show it up here, showing the acquisition in December that they already had with this property. The property was now listed for 15 million. So in December, the property was not in Java's name. What's going on? What is going on? What is the man them there busy with? Okay, why is he saying that he bought this? Bear in mind, Passion Java even showed himself with somebody claiming that they were signing the deal. They were signing the paperwork for this property. Him and his wife, they were there, busy cleaning the place. Now you might think, Ricky, surely that's about it. No, that is not about it. So the Green Spring, they are said to have it, right? And they were listing it out for rental. They had listed it out for rental, and looks like this particular property then fell back into. Guys, you gotta like this video. If you don't like this video, something's wrong. Do you know how far I'm going for this video? Look at how I'm even hanging the camera so that it doesn't even fall where I'm hanging it. If that thing that's holding the camera there, oh Jesus. So I'm hanging it by shoelaces on the mirror. So shout out, okay? Okay, like the video just for that sake alone. All right. So after I found that particular website, before I go to the pastor that actually currently bought it, who I'm saying exposed Java unintentionally, I then found another website called campus.com. Campus.com looks like they track either sales of properties and commercial spaces and the use and the history. Now that's the part that I was very interested in. Post out the history of this property. They show the appreciation over the years. It takes us to the recent pastor's post. Pastor Stephen Chandler unintentionally exposed Java, okay? Because there is a post on his Instagram written official. Oh, interesting. If you look at the carpet and the background, you can see this is the same building that Java and his people were cleaning. It's the same place. Now, what is it that he then says? There is a caption under there where he says, it's official. He says, Union Church has purchased our new permanent building. What was once a prayer is now reality. We are overwhelmed by God's faithfulness and generosity of this house. Thank you for every seed sown, act of faith, and every prayer lifted. The best is still ahead. Union Church bought that building. You can go and watch the video. They posted it on their Instagram. I'll show you right here where they were when they were outside that particular same building. Notice here, out of this entire thing, what is the takeaway? Bazalan, once a person has told himself or taught himself false doctrine, if you are hearing that, that's my power station. It's using the battery very heavily because I'm using the torch and the camera and charging the recording system. So it's dying very quickly. Once a person starts being a dubious believer, preacher, they don't stop. These big pastors that are up in the forefront, the best way the devil can lie to people is to be the one in the forefront. Once he is at the forefront, he can dictate people who are going to disbelieve and what, because of these people who are right at the front. Never owned it. It was never in his thing. But not even bothered to even announce that he owns the thing. The city is making applications to try and acquire the property. Green Spring is there wanting to acquire the property. And a year later, a pastor in his church acquired. Glory be to God. Once a person has allowed themselves to believe wrong, there is no telling how far they'll go with that lie. It's Ricky. Other episodes done today, they'll be down in the pinned comments. EJ made a full-on video concerning that. I just thought to kind of list out some of the things that I saw online about the property. It was never in his hands. Just out there saying, you can even go watch the video where he's announcing, we've got the property. We've been in discussion with the guys for $15 million. We've been there. Nothing. Dololo. Shooting from the shower because Eskom has decided no lights for the Mandans. So generators are making a buzz and a noise outside. I didn't want any distractions for this video. So I said, you know what? I'm going to put the hassle of taking everything. My shower is not that big. My shower is not that big. But I squeezed everything. You can see I couldn't even fit a tripod in here. I had to kind of like screw on the thingy. I have one of this jikima thingy, which allows me to kind of hang the camera. So please, like the video. Yeah, it came at a hefty. If you see the structure which the camera is on, I had to even put shoelaces to make sure that if that thing just fails me, the camera won't fall before.